I must ask you to hold still. I thought I smelled gunpowder and blood. Hello again. I'm still quite busy, so make this quick if you please. Yes, I'm still up to my lamps and wounded and dying. I can apply some Antis branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap. All right.
No, Jackson, don't!
Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly!
Jackson! Jackson! Twitch your broken legs if you can hear me, Jackson! Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Not nearly as upset as we are. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy, and she seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. It can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our two former cohorts.
Exactly!
Thank the Sovereign. Thank you, stranger. We are eagerly anticipating a long life.
I've been gone a while. How'd it go? Tell me you got good news. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easy? If I only had something, anything else to provide management, my sad... Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care.
Too much Spacer's ale? Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what ails you.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day... I just tell myself... Wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be worse.
Injuries detected. Please see. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste. You're by our crop of Brachythecium rutabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste. Oh, you're by our crop of Brachythecium rutabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
What do you mean? You're already getting our urgently improvised extortive rate. Ha! Fair enough, stranger. What with the day's fit? Here's your reward for evacuating us with all our parts. It was useful for identifying crops we'd missed in our harvest. But to be honest, I'd like a little distance from plants for a spell.
You're really something else, stranger. Thank you for getting us down.
You've returned. I take it matters are progressing well? A proper start. Return again when you have another 4 volume. Stay true, outsider.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I could liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled. I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful. Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the Raptidons to, one might say, I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort. No, I don't believe it is. That's what the Protectorate announcers wanted us to believe anyway, before Auntie showed us the truth. No, this is quite abnormal, I'm sure. Anyhow, all I know is that if they were to begin working with each other, the mood in town would certainly be merrier. Or something akin to it. Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's choice came along and offered to transform our lives for the better. I chose to accept. And look where I am today. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due. So you must understand what my position exemplifies and why my work has become my dreams and abilities were my only limit. That's the beauty of Auntie's choice. Everyone can make of their lives what they wish. Ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, they did. I was in a dreadful state before the invasion. The Sovereign claims to provide for all of our needs. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. The war effort and liberation. I work directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best Raptidon counterparts paradise. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild Raptidons. It's most agreeable. Trust me, they are safer here than out in the wilds. I have been reprimanded thrice now for I would not be here if this experiment was still... Hello again. What can I do for you?
Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned. Give the order and I'll...
Ready to assist with agents.
Closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. What? How did you... Why are you asking?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I...
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have...
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate.
She was fine.
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. Victor's an Order archivist. We were all friends for a time. But then, that's when things became tense. I started to become... She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. We became friends when she... Well, she saved me. For some reason, she interceded on my behalf with an arbiter. And she convinced him he didn't hear what he actually did. No one does that. Void, I didn't think anyone could. We all were, originally, before the schism. But she never gave it up, which was surprising with how angry she seemed to be getting with them. She even continued to sign her messages, "See you in the equation." It's all so confused. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs.
She ain't the only one.
It's difficult to explain. She spoke about things in unfamiliar way. She said learning the truth of things was worth it. But now I question. Some days I wish I'd never listened to her at all.
Know a little something about that too.
I did try to, after the corporatists invaded Paradise Island and took over Fairfield. No. Nearest I could surmise, she'd left just prior to the fall of Fairfield.
That is Agent DeVries's...
She said it had some meaning from her previous life. I'd hoped she'd left. The Order used to be part of the Protectorate. For most of my life, they seemed one and the same. They said they'd lost their way, and worse, were in violation of the grand plan. Suddenly, something we'd been told was the ultimate truth our whole life. We were told to believe in the paradigm instead, which seemed an awful lot like the same plan. We are trained from birth to believe anything they tell us. When the alternatives are death or having them forcibly... No. But it had to be someone's fault, right? The Protectorate couldn't possibly have failed to say... I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's That's all I can ask. Welcome back to my chapel of fear and futility.
careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is... You look unmovable. Can't help. Let's not wait. Yes? Mind your own business interests.
Enter elsewhere. If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the
Personal
damn
like
ran us
trading
out of
some
the
wages
desalination.
not to have to
Now we're
Hello.
stuck here on
Pedal your
Elm
wares
Street.
elsewhere.
Christians process the meat to turn a bottom feeder into it.
Help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for...
Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Why are you pestering me? Do I look like middle management?
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this?
Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in your body.
What was that? Time to sever tongue.
Alert. Hostiles.
Make it good, bro.
Yes, you. I am Help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
Status. Susceptible to danger.
How are you still upright over there? Don't make me bury another agent! Give the order? No. No target.
Commander. Hey, nothing there. Nobody around.
Emergency protocols.
Standing by.
Life support.
I should plan on copying ammo from the agent. We ought to get the crafting site.
Engaging combat protocols.
Huh. Well, at least it's not shooting the water anymore. Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall stick do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word of the wise, despite what you might hear, we still can... Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh?
Subject to the most exalted vigilant. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Everything... Prudence dictates we remain productive.
The Sovereign provides. The system abides.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora...
Simply saying I'd rest easier if he'd been assigned to it. Originally. That generator though?
Apologies, but an automechanical's work. Concluded.
The matriarch working paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty. Challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species unbalance even the the base individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreational locality. Stating as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative injury.
I was sad for a moment because my house got submerged in the flooding. Then the wireless told me everything was splendid.
Glad the wireless told me that I'm happy and everything's splendid. I was told the ocean flooded my house.
Individualism ran rampant. Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm benevolent hand of the sovereign. Prudence dictates. We take a moment to rightly appreciate it all, and
the matriarch and sovereign chose Eden. Appeared right out of the aether. Just as I imagine our proud caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the... That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintraub. Did I? Not again. Oh, say, it is widely known. Why?
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy, dramatic light.
Well, if you, in any case...
The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a fascinatingly complex ecosystem.
Well, it's infested.
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my actual neighbor. Except my domicile is...
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of... Good. Because we've got more of that you haven't heard. When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall. A number of our subjects took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for. All right.
Prudence dictates we maintain sufficient zeal at all times. Is now a bad time to report myself for mental refreshment? I wouldn't want to be inconvenient.
Word on the.
Prudence dictates we maintain sufficient zeal at all times. Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for fish, which offers us more to eat, which gives us the strength to build new houses. But then, how do I cook the fish?
Right now, the Paradigm needs our houses underwater. Hopefully it'll need them dry again someday, but until then, your possessions.
Stranger?
Greetings. It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport. Once a shop, but where are my manners? Serving unit confirmed. Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. I believe something still can be done. This town...
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on... We are not miracle workers, however. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. We are of like minds. We lack not the skill. Unfortunately, we lack ready availability of said parts. Why, we're traders, obviously. Now, either the arbiters arrive to my linguistic embellishments are somewhat, but responsibility was mine. Oh, what sort of payment do you seek? Don't imagine we have much you need. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get inside. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. My unavoidable march to the gallows. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. To get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now. Well, look who it is. What is it? Speak your mind. Certainly. What would you like to know? Our society is built of layers. With the benevolent, we are also tasked with leading the rest of the subject. There are varying degrees of vigilance. Why, even the Sentinels rely on our guidance. I suppose when Auntie is eventually driven from our is there anything else? Farewell now.
Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever.
It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust.
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors. I may just invite them over.
All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defending.
Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. Farewell now.
Prey to imperfect thoughts? Go now.
All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession. Don't suppose you checked in with Vigilant Hogarth yet, eh? Oh, I mentioned to the Vigilant how I'd reset my chef mech to prepare meals to my liking. I mean, all the underlying logic's the same. If you subjects are expected to mind their assigned area and particular forte. So I was a mite taken aback. I think he's bearing up admirably given recent events. Hogarth's reliable as the Arcadian sun. Not to indulge in idle talk, but things have been different around here of late. Much to do, truly. We lose power to charge our mechs. Curativist Rowe is a talk your ear off if you let him. Well, the comp and the right parts.
Give the order and I'll take care of it.
This unit is concerned.
Material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Ready to wait.
Looks like the place. Oh, we haven't felt this hot streak since the rising point. It's here.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say, you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your...
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge.
Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble. No. I only dealt with the bloody ass. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone's...
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong.
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire... Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about... If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs.
I am.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my calls and do exercise discretion, as well as caution.
Not to worry. This is
Yes, but the...
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threat... I'll answer what I can. If you must know, it was my sister, the woman who returned. Then I met Niles. He told me to stop there. I know what you would... The Crabbles? They keep people away who might otherwise stumble into my operation here? Ah, of course. I do believe that one day, that... If there's anything I can do to support your endeavor, I will.
You're missing the part where you get
I'd like to help, but I fear I lack the supplies at the moment to ply my craft.
Disturbance detected. Source uncertain.
How are you still upright over there?
Rectification required.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance to remove the dust that had been building up in our doorfront.
Thank the
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to train at the Arbiter's facility.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest
Outsiders.
to the most exalted. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose
Health benefits available at your request.
You! I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure. Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you. I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must! My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable for their actions. Find me in the renovated grain silo. Help me formulate a cure.
Excuse me? Squaring up!
Neutralizing unfriendly.